Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry. I do a daily general reading for whoever's watching. If you're drawn to this video, have faith and trust there's a message you're meant to hear. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you like the content I create, feel free to subscribe. Let's see what's going on today. The star comes up twice. The star is hope, spirituality, renewal, inspiration, inner peace. And the star is also, along with all of these feeling cards that I've got here, I've got the Queen of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the High Priestess. The High Priestess is follow your intuition. The other two are emotional, nostalgia, and then you've got the star. And we've got the star twice, and I feel I'm kind of hearing in my head, be the star of your own movie. So don't just play an extra in somebody else's movie. Be the star of your own movie. So the Six of Cups comes up twice. So hold up. We've got the star, which has you tapping into the 5D and being all mystical and stuff, and being hopeful and learning about your spirituality, learning about yourself, feeling like a sense of renew. Because you've been feeling a certain way for a long time, and finally it feels like you're able to breathe a little bit. The Six of Cups then, Six of Water. Reunion, nostalgia, childhood, memories, innocence, happiness in another time, sort of thing, and intuition. So the Father of Earth is here, security, control, power, and discipline, and the Father of Air in reverse, manipulative and controlling. The Mother of Earth in reverse, imbalance, and the Grandmother is in reverse, and creative work dependent on others. So this comes up. This comes up. Notice anything about both of those cards? It looks like they are paying attention to their inner child. And we've got the turtle here. I feel like turtle is representing slow and steady wins the race. All forward progress is forward progress. Take baby steps, that sort of thing. Get your ground before you take another step. So those are some pretty serious female energies there. And then we've got some king energy, some masculine energy, security, control. So you're trying to stay in control of your feelings, and you're doing all right. You're doing not too bad. Like I said, you're healing a little bit. You are trying to make yourself more important in your own life, and trying to learn to accept yourself. We're not quite, I don't think, at the self-love place here, but we're learning to accept ourselves at this point in time. The Torment card in reverse is the Devil, breaking free, power reclaimed, and the Vision Quest in reverse is the Hanged Man, indecision and delay, martyrdom. Okay, so while you are on this healing path, on this healing journey, it's wonderful. You've got some heavy, oppressive feelings here too. We've got the Seven of Air in reverse. We've got the Seven of Earth in reverse. This is lack of abundance. Okay. Mental challenges, breaking free, chaos. The Eight of Water in reverse is walking away from chaos, walking away from that negative self-talk. I feel like there's a lot of love in this reading, but I feel like this is working on self-love. This is working on looking for the good, looking for the positives, looking for what you do have as opposed to what you don't have. Learning to live in a grateful space. You've been having you've been hiding out, kind of withdrawn from people, so that you can do your meditation and your creative or physical things, events, whatever, so that you can do these things to get in the moment and forget about, the future or the past, what's going on around you, just to get within yourself and to get centered and to get grounded. So you've been doing a lot of that. There's a new chaos that's come up for you, and that is what your purpose is, your life purpose. How are you going to be of service to mankind? How are you, or to the earth, how are you going to be of service? And what is your spiritual path? You've got the, this is judgment, rebirth, inner calling, absolution, renewal, and revival. This is also reward for past karma. So this is, you're coming into your own, and you're kind of feeling like, oh, finally. But you need to take it easy on yourself, because this is a huge, you've come a huge way. You've come a very long way. The Eight of Air, isolation, self-imposed restriction. Okay, so somebody has maybe been around family members who are sick. Sick with COVID, possibly. So you're hiding out. This is a stressful time for your family. Also very stressful because I feel like your family is one that doesn't necessarily believe in the restrictions or the masks, like wearing the masks and all that kind of stuff. Fair enough, whatever. But it feels like someone in your inner circle has become ill. The Eight of Air. Yeah, someone is isolated, someone's restricted, feeling restricted, and is having an imposed restriction. So they're being forced to isolate. And not very happy about that, are they? I feel like this person will get better. We've got the Daughter of Earth here. Message of, I feel like this is a message of health. And yeah, someone who's going to get better and break through. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Selfishness, one-sided territory. One-sided charity. Two of Earth. Okay, so it feels also like this this illness is going to change this family member. They're going to become more adaptable. They're going to maybe have had their eyes opened a little bit. I feel like this person, when they come out of this illness, when they recover, they're going to have a very different outlook on life, number one, but also on this virus and the restrictions that some countries are putting in place to prevent the spread. And it's not even to prevent the spread, it's to help so we don't overwhelm our healthcare systems, but okay. The Ace of Earth in reverse. Lack of planning and foresight. The Eight of Fire in reverse. Delays, frustration, holding off. Inner peace, the Two of Air. And the Ace of Water in reverse. Blocked or repressed emotions. So I feel like you can't get to this family member right now, along with all the other stuff that you're you're dealing with right now, which is your spirituality, being on your path, finding out what it is that you are, what your purpose is, what the meaning of you being here is. And that's a big question, by the way. That's not going to just like, oh, it might, but usually I think that when you get beaten down by your surroundings, by your environment, it's harder to pull. Number one, you got to pull yourself out of that first, and then you need to catch your breath and look up, and then look around and see what's out there, and then, you know, sit with yourself, feel, see how it makes you feel when you think about doing certain things, and you know, maybe some amazing synchronicity will happen, some miracle or something, and it'll really kickstart you into heading down that path. But for some of us, it doesn't happen that way, and it's just constant work, and it's just constant. I say it's work, but it's not. The thing of it is that you need to just get in the flow, and you need to get into the ease of breathing and just accepting what's happening, accepting what comes, you know, pretty much flying by the seat of your pants, maybe with a little bit of structure depending on what your goals are, but energetically flying by the seat of your pants. I don't mean like, you know, oh, we don't need jobs, we don't need this, I have 5 kids, but I don't have to take care of them. That's not what I'm talking about. You need to take care of your kids. But being in the flow, I'm going to go back to this dream that I had before where I was flying. So I'm dreaming, dream state, bam, I'm flying. And I was like, oh, well, I'm flying. Wow, this is amazing. First, I was a little bit scared, and then I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then I realized what I was doing. Oh, I'm flying. And then I was like, I can't fly. And then I stopped flying, and I was like, wait, no, I can fly. I was flying. I'm going to try and do that again. So I'm like trying to run and run and jump so that I can jump and fly. I'm like running, pushing, trying to get going. And it was like I was in quicksand, or, you know, like my feet were melting into the ground. Like I couldn't get them up. I couldn't get the momentum. I couldn't get moving. I was trying way too hard, and I was creating resistance. And that happens. That was a good lesson for me in that dream. Pay attention to your dreams. You never know what's going to come out of them. So I feel like that was a really good lesson, because it was such a feeling of like angst, like, oh my gosh, like I gotta get moving. I gotta get moving. And it was just like almost a pain, like, like so frustrated and trying so hard, and it was fruitless. And now I know why. I was creating resistance, and you need to sort of rise above that. And I don't mean like in an egotistical, oh, rise above, be better. I just mean like, pull yourself out of, try to remember to pull yourself out of the 3D, and to take maybe a broad look around you. Just keep breathing. Try to not let yourself get pulled into disagreements and that sort of thing. I don't know if you can feel it. A lot of times I can feel it when somebody's fighting with somebody else, and then they're like, right, Sherry, right, and they try to pull you into it. You can actually feel that energetic pull. Like it's not like you just make a decision to get involved. There's actually science happening. You are actually being drawn and pulled into that conversation and into that fight. And if you can remember that and acknowledge that when it happens, feel it. Just be like, oh my gosh, wow, like you guys are just trying to get me involved, and this has nothing to do with me. That's kind of, again, not with the ego, but again, like the rise above sort of thing. Separate yourself from the emotions. Try to take a look at things a little more clearly, a little more black and white, I guess, and kind of go from there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with not getting involved in other people's arguments. There's nothing wrong with not taking sides. When it's just an argument, if it's something that's super, super important and you're passionate about, that's different. This is other people's stuff. And I feel like probably with what's going on here with your sick family member, I feel like the other family members are probably acting out and trying to, their pain and worry over this family member being stuck in the hospital is manifesting itself as anger and difficulty and control and aggression, tears, lots of tears. And while you may be totally exhausted dealing with that, you don't have to get involved. You don't have to get emotionally involved. You can do your own thing. You can respond correctly for yourself. You don't have to respond like everybody else is. Be the star of your own movie. Do what feels right for you. If being around your family right now while they are, understandably worried and concerned and upset, but if you can't hang out in that environment without getting involved and getting yourself dragged down, and the stress and all of that yucky feeling, yucky energy coming at you and trying to drag you into stuff, if you can't deal with that, or if you don't want to deal with it, you don't have to. Nobody said you have to. That's the thing. This is the thing about life and being an adult, is you can make your own decisions, and just own them. Just own it, and live your truth. Your truth. So again, come back to the star and the healing, and be the star of your own movie and have hope. There is hope that regardless of what goes on around you in other people's lives, there is hope that you won't be a part of that stress and trauma. You are already starting to heal from it. You're at least acknowledging the feelings that are coming up. You're paying attention to your inner spirit, your intuition. Look at that. Look how free she is. And along with that freedom is the star, who is just chilling and, you know, minding her own emotional business, and definitely in tune, like grounded, but also grounded in water almost. So a fluid groundedness. Like you're not, there's water in both of these. You're not being stagnant. You're not being a stick in the mud. You're not being boring. All those things that you're calling yourself, you're not those things. You are you, and you are a divine being, and you are capable of determining your own path, and you don't have to follow the other guys. You can burn your own path. If this path that's being offered to you, or these doors that are opening that are being offered to you, if it's not your thing, just go find your thing, right? There's eights, a couple of eights in here. Eights represent infinity, abundance, leadership. Okay, so don't be a follower, be your own leader. Abundance, leadership, influence, honor, respect, rewards, and power. A time to consolidate material and spiritual resources. Spiritually, 8 represents cosmic consciousness and infinity. Cosmic consciousness. So you are going through, you're definitely going through some spiritual stuff right now, embarking on your journey. It feels like you feel like you're alone, but you're not. Everybody who's watching this, myself included, we are all on a spiritual journey. We are all on our own spiritual journey, which maybe we're on the path alone, but chances are there is somebody else on the path, either in front of you or behind you. And you can speed up and meet up with that one in front of you, or you can slow down and help the one behind you to come along with you. But ultimately, we are alone on the spiritual journey. As you know, you come into this world alone, you leave the world alone, and in that way, it's a little more understood, I guess, when you think about it like that. Of course, I think that's why why we're looking for our twin flame, is so that we don't have to be alone, so we don't feel alone. If you feel like you have a twin flame, you do, and you are connected, and regardless whether you feel like you have one or not, you're not alone. You just need to remember that. And there's a lot of things that go, a lot of patterns that run through humanity, and just know that you're not the only one that's feeling the way that you're feeling. You're not the only one that's thinking the thoughts you're thinking, which seems crazy because they're your own thoughts and no one else can hear them. But honestly, the longer you live, the more you will find that you are not the only person that has thought that way or is thinking that way. It's amazing. You're just not alone. You aren't. Okay. Oh, I've never seen this one before. Oh, So we pulled the horse chestnut. I didn't even know that was a thing. All right, the horse chestnut. The horse chestnut is a leaf. It's a wisdom card representing consideration. My shiny brown fruit has many practical uses, yet children enjoy playing with it too. I can teach you how to consider the advantages and disadvantages of everything you come across to help you gain greater wisdom and understanding. The horse chestnut got its name in the 16th century because Turkish soldiers used to feed the brown fruits to their horses. A single specimen of the tree was sent to the botanical gardens in Paris, from where its popularity spread. Children like the tree because they play with the fruits, attempting to smash their opponent's chestnut with their own, a game known in Britain as conkers. The fruits, which are toxic when eaten raw, were used in the past to make soap. Creams made from them are useful in relieving venous congestion. Interesting. So this card is interpreted as something is puzzling you. Hold it up to the light of careful thought and do not be in too much of a hurry to solve the conundrum. Sometimes the answer is slow to arrive, so do your best to be patient. And I wonder if that has to do with your finding your purpose, or if that's something totally different that I'm not getting. But you get, and that's all that matters. If you get it, that's what I'm here for. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep smiling, keep breathing. I love you. Namaste.